All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and Bungie has just announced that Rift Iron Banner will be arriving next season in Destiny 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Rift is a playlist in PvP that existed in Destiny 1, and we have not seen it in Destiny 2, and it's going to be arriving, and it's going to be the new game mode that's going to replace Control in Iron Banner. Along with that, Bungie is going to be changing the playlist for Iron Banner each season, so this next season it's going to be Rift, and then the season after that it could be a variety of different things. Could be something old, could be something completely new, or a mixture of things. They've covered that. So that's really exciting news and big news. And they're going to be detailing all of the changes for Iron Banner here in this week's Twab. And we're going to cover all of that in just a moment, including a new PvP map. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the Twab. We got Let the Iron Banner Shape You. Season 17 is just over the horizon. And we've talked extensively about weapon changes, gambit tweaks, and more. With the events of Season of the Horizon showing Lord Saladin in a new role, it seems fitting that there will be a few changes to Iron Banner as well. Here to talk about what's next, including the return of Rift and core philosophies that surround modes like Iron Banner, is Bungie's own principal designer, Alan Blaine. Alan, hey there. So funny story, when we were looking for the first thing for the newly formed Rituals team to focus on and make an impact, we had originally aimed at refreshing Iron Banner. Then the first Hake Casino weekend happened. And we pivoted to Trials of Osiris and started on what would become the Season of the Lost revamp. 9 months later, and here we are back at Iron Banner. Iron Banner is a celebration of PvP for everyone. We want people playing every day, playing with their friends, wearing their flaming Iron Banner armor, and using Iron Banner weapons. When you land in the tower, we want you to feel different and special. Same as all of our annual events like the Dawning or the Festival of Lost. Iron Banner is one of our core entry points for adding new and different ideas into the Crucible. We love the hunt aspect of Control, even if it has a snowballing issues. What if we did the same thing with other modes? What about if we add new modes? Lower the barriers and widen the funnel for players. Everyone should be able to play Iron Banner and access the core reward paths, new lights, and Destiny 1 Alpha veterans alike. We want core rewards that focus on team play and participation, not just winning matches and skillful play. Those should accelerate rewards rather than lock them off. Without further ado, here's what's up next. Picture this: when you first land in the tower in Season 17 for Iron Banner, you'll notice something new. What's that music? Oh my god, it's Brakkus Forge. Upon landing, you'll see players clustered up around the area where Eva Levante, aka Space Grandma, usually stands, but instead of the usual festive decorations, it's all smoke and fire. That sounds pretty awesome. Guardians gather round in all manner of flaming armor, and in the middle stands Lord Saladin, now as Brakkus Forge. Power level in PvP has always been confusing to new players, and it's quite different than the normal Crucible. We want we want to open the mode for more players, so power level is now disabled in Iron Banner, so no more power level advantages in Iron Banner. To clarify, power level will still be active in Trials of Osiris as the PvP endgame mode, so power level advantages only exist now inside Trials of Osiris and no other playlist in PvP. So some pretty interesting changes there, as Trials of Osiris is the only, the real endgame mode for PvP. We all know that having Iron Banner be Control for the last few years has grown a little stale for some. So for Season 17, we are bringing back an old favorite, Rift. More on the mode itself later in the Twab, but our intention is to switch out the Iron Banner mode every season. Sometimes it might be a brand new or returning mode. Sometimes it might be an interesting twist on an existing mode. Earning rewards: Iron Banner tokens will be removed starting in Season 17, and those will be replaced by a similar ranking system likened to Saint 14 and Shaxx. Earn Iron Engrams while ranking up and unlock cosmetic rewards and materials for your time playing. But it's not just the reward tracking that's changing. Saladin is also getting a full focusing implementation as well. So you'll be able to focus engrams, be able to focus into the loot that you want, which is really exciting. That's definitely the way to do things. I know as someone that's obviously grinds for a lot of god rolls and makes a lot of god roll guides, it'll be really exciting to be able to focus stuff. So here we go. Players will be able to convert Iron Engrams into any current Iron Banner weapons or armor set that have been earned previously for a cost with in-game materials. In future seasons, we'll be looking at adding more, including Legacy Iron Banner gear and cosmetics. That's exciting. To break it down simply, here is how the revamped Iron Banner reputation will work. Play matches, with each match earning more towards Iron Banner reputation. Got it. Win matches to earn a small bonus based on your current Iron Banner rank. Wear Iron Banner armor or just ornaments on your own non-Iron Banner gear, and equip Iron Banner weapons to max out your gear multiplier at 200%. Um, 5 total pieces must be equipped, though please remember that this includes Iron Banner armor and Iron Banner ornaments. Complete the daily Iron Banner challenges to tack on 100% to your challenge multiplier for the rest of the week. Yes, this means for each challenge, use an Iron Banner emblem for an additional 10% emblem multiplier. All modifiers will be listed on the launch screen seen below. That seems really exciting. It sounds like if you spec things out, you play a bunch of Iron Banners, spec things out, wear the armor, you can increase your reputation significantly, getting you a lot more engrams, allowing you to focus those engrams into the loot that you want. We have the Rift rules illustrated here and the Iron Banner rank boost illustrated here as well. Got it. Daily challenges. For the first 4 days of each Iron Banner week, Guardians will unlock a new daily challenge. These challenges unlock each day whether you complete them or not, so if you log in on Friday, you can do all of them in succession if you want to. Rewards will also stack reputation bonuses for the remainder of the week alongside a Pinnacle Iron Engram. The weekly bounties that typically award Pinnacles have been deprecated appropriately to balance out this change. Got it? So you'll have a daily challenge that you can do, and you can obviously wait till later in the week to have them stack. Becoming an Iron Lord, it's not easy being cheesy or an Iron Lord. So there should be something a little extra spicy to reflect that hard work. With these new Iron Banner reworkings, a new seal and title will also be available to earn. Ooh, an Iron Lord title. Don't expect this one to be simple or an easy grab. Being an Iron Lord is no joke. It requires dedication, gumption, and some spiffy gear. To set expectations for this new seal and title, Iron Lord hopefuls can expect to spend around 15 to 20 hours to unlock this flare. Some of the more hardcore players can unlock this in 1 week if focused, but we expect most players to need a second week, maybe even a second season. Intrepid Iron Lords will be able to gild the title in Season 18. So there you have it, a nice new title to go along with this. Becoming a Young Wolf, new quest, who dis? For anyone that may be scratching their head at some of these changes, Lord Saladin will offer a brand new quest that will introduce all of these features and demonstrate how they work. You only have to run through it once per account, but with this reset, we wanted everyone to get the same introduction. Even Iron Banner veterans will need to do this. In fact, you'll need to start this quest to even access the Iron Banner node. Got it. Keep that in mind. To even out this change and to welcome welcome the new quest, we will no longer be producing the seasonal Iron Banner quest, which brings us to our next point. Saladin hangs his out to lunch, be back in 15 minutes sign. Due to his increased responsibilities on Kaitel's War Council, he now runs Iron Banner in the tower just twice a season. Because Iron Banner will be more in line with those annual events, you'll never see Iron Banner run during those annual festivities. For Season 17, Iron Banner will run during these times. Week 2, May 31st, and Week 8, July 12th. Wow. So Iron Banner, like this season, for example, we had Iron Banner like 4 times. I want to say 4 times, maybe even 5. Probably just 4 of them, right? Now we'll only have Iron Banner for 2 weeks. Seems pretty weird to do this giant revamp only to get to experience this for 2 weeks throughout the entire season. So I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. But this will technically give us more trials because every time Iron Banner's out, then trials is gone. But I'm not sure. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like we should at least have a 3rd week of Iron Banner within an entire seasonal calendar. But let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Rift is back. If you're like us, Rift has a very special place in that PvP playing heart of yours. We're excited to bring back this staple. But for those that may be new to what this is, here's what you need to know. Rift is an objective-based Crucible mode that plays more like a game of soccer or rugby, but with pew-pew weapons and no passing, than it does Clash. Teams of Guardians will attempt to take the spark from the middle of the map into the base of the enemy team and dunk it into the enemy Rift. 1 dunk equals 1 point, and the first to make it 5 points or have the upper hand by the 10-minute mark wins. Alright, so if you haven't played Rift in D1, this is a little bit of a run back for you, and I might even go back and do a fun video where I go play some Rift to reminisce in the old times. A spark appears in the center of the map a few seconds after the match starts or the point is scored and can be picked up by the interacting with it for a couple seconds. The spark itself is a buff that allows full weapon and ability usage aside from super. For the first 5 seconds after picking up the spark, or for a few seconds after taking damage, both teams receive a waypoint for the spark holder. After that, the waypoint only remains for the spark holder's own team. Marking the spark holder for your teammates is important. If you die while carrying the spark, it drops to the ground where you died or nearby spot if it's not navigable. If you hold on to the spark too long, it detonates. Team resurrections are enabled in Rift, so make sure you help your teammates in the middle of a push or if you are playing defense. There are no points for kills, just for spark dunk, so playing the objective is key. When Rift is in Iron Banner, the hunt is on. When your team has the spark, when the music intensifies, it's time to score. There are several ways to extend matches past the time limit. Continuation at the end of a regulation time. If the current spark holder could change the outcome of the match, Either the game is tied, or if this current spark holder is down on 1 point, the match continues until the current spark holder drops the spark or scores. That'll be exciting. Sudden Death Multi-Spark. If there is a tie after the time is up, the game enters a 90-second overtime where 3 sparks spawn in midfield. Who will be the first to score? There will be 3 in the midfield. I don't remember that being a thing. They obviously have to, add further details to this playlist if it's going to be, much more widely played and much more popular. So 3 sparks in the middle would be pretty crazy. Be a lot of people just grabbing those and running towards the base. After the sudden death timer is up, sparks stop dropping on death. Any sparks to the ground are removed. As soon as the spark is eliminated without a score, the match ends in a tie. Really? Wow. Okay. We have had a ridiculous amount of fun testing and tuning this mode internally. It plays so differently than anything we have in the Crucible right now. It is available during the 2 weeks of Iron Banner during Season 17. It will be available as a rotator in the main Crucible playlist in Season 18. So you'll get to play this as just its own playlist in Season 18. Did someone say new map? In addition to Rift's Triumphant Return, we also created a brand new map specifically designed for this game mode. It's one of our largest maps yet, but features areas that are made for different combat styles, particularly short, mid, and long-range combat. The map is called Disjunction, and is a symmetric map with a base on either end, 3 lanes with plenty of crossovers and large backfields. It takes place in the swampy pyramid area of Savathûn's throne world, so expect lots of many butted horses, transparent brown glass, and Art Deco designs. Sounds like it could be a pretty good map. Sounds like it might be a bit too big to be like a community-loved map. I mean, we gotta first get our eyes on it. I do like symmetrical map. I do like it's got 3 lanes. The size of it is the only thing that I would be a bit worrisome about, but if it's meant to be played 6v6 for Iron Banner, it'll probably play pretty well for that. I just hope it's not like some gigantic map and then we end up playing 3v3 trials on it, but we'll see. Disjunction will be made available for Day 1 Season 17 for all 6v6, 3v3, and free-for-all modes in Crucible. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not a gigantic map as well as an Iron Banner. Other Crucible changes, Season 17 is also bringing back Zone Control to Crucible. Zone Control, for anyone that might not be familiar, is a 6v6 mode like Control, only that Guardians don't get any points for kills. This is intentional because sometimes matching with random players can result in disjointed team play that can obscure objective focus. To keep all eyes on the objective, players will get points every 15 seconds for every zone that is in their control. So it is very much more diving into a defensive area control game that allows players to highlight various skill and abilities rather than just focusing on landing that headshot. Each waypoint has a timer that shows when points are being awarded in addition to which team currently owns it. Because this is a team effort mode, solo capping takes 22.5 seconds versus having a full fire team playing together can cap a zone in 7.5 seconds. Stronger together isn't just said because we like Saladin's voice actor. Cap all zones and dramatic music will intensify spooky. Okay, so we got a return of this game mode, Zone Control. So like they said before, a lot of updates to PvP happening in Season 17 should be a very PvP-focused season. A lot of PvP players feel like they haven't been getting that love that they've been wanting out of Destiny 2, but this should be a really exciting time for y'all. Like with everything in the game, we're always looking for feedback, especially when we continue making tweaks to the PvP experience. Zone Control will be launched via a new Crucible Labs node starting in Week 5, June 21st, and will be made available until the end of the season with the exception of when Iron Banner is live. Hit us with that feedback, but just remember, stay together. In addition to what's new, here's what making some tuning changes on various Crucible modes. Control is getting some changes, like how it was in Destiny 1. Elimination is getting changes. Time is lowered to 90 seconds to match Trials of Osiris. That's a lot better. Points for super kills increased to 3. Increased target. So just mayhem changes. Some rumble changes to 8 minutes. From 8 minutes to 10 now, rather. Showdown is getting some changes. Gambit reputation. So we're getting some big reputation changes here. We're increasing the reputation from Gambit. And then we have streaks that they're going over. Rich reputation streak balancing. And so you play 5 Crucible matches. As an example, you have an activity streak value of Crucible of 5. You play a Gambit match, you have Gambit 1, Crucible 4. Got it. And then, so they're doing a big update to some of that stuff. And then they have Grandmaster Rejoin, which is really nice. If you haven't played a Grandmaster before, if you get disconnected, you cannot rejoin back. But now they're creating a way in which you can join back up, but your loadout will be locked. So you can't just like leave, swap your loadout, or put on some mods and then come back in. So they've created a workaround so that way you can get disconnected and join back up, which has definitely been a pain point for Grandmasters, especially because of how lengthy they can be. I mean, you can be in that activity for like 45 minutes or something if it's something crazy, right? And if you get disconnected 40 minutes in, that is extremely frustrating. So we've got Eververse Challenges. We want to keep players in the loop where there are changes to Eververse, both big and small. In Season 17, Brightness acquisition and bounties from challenges will be the same as Season 16, but we're adding a voluntary option for rank purchases. Interesting. rank purchase, much like in Season 16. Rank purchasing will be made available starting in Week 3. In addition, we'll be offering a new rank package that includes 10 season ranks that you can purchase only once a season, available in the Eververse section of Team Sab. So they're allowing you to buy ranks, but not at the very start. So this is a slippery slope here for Bungie. They got to be careful. Obviously, if you can spawn in and just buy the ranks day one, that would be really sketchy, and a lot of people would give them some flack for that. But starting in Week 3, the ability to buy that is seems pretty fair. I mean, some people, they want to take a shortcut, but overall, I think the majority of people will probably just grind it out. Destiny is a very grindy game, and don't see too many people buying plus 10 season ranks, but we'll see. It costs 2,000 silver, so it costs you $20. You have to pay $20 for 10 season ranks. Interesting. But, there you go. You got that. And then we've got the cosplay Cosmodrome. So we got some people dressing up as Savathun in cosplay, which is pretty interesting. We'll see who the contest winner of that is. Then you've got mail, maybe. So there's an issue. Some people, myself included, where I've linked my email, but I'm not getting the Bungie emails for some reason. So hopefully they get this fixed pretty soon. They're working on it. So if that's you, they've got a whole setting there for you. You can help you remedy that, so you can get those emails. Then we have the player support report. As usual, we've got bugs and issues. We've got Guardian Games, Iron Banner tokens. Make sure to turn in your Iron Banner tokens. Just PSA, turn in your Iron Banner tokens. This is the last week. They're going away, so turn them in. Etheric Spiral, Planetary Material is getting deprecated, stuff like that. Known issues in the game. And then we've got the Bungie Movie of the Week. We've got the Artist of the Week. And then that is a wrap on everything. So there it is. That's the Twab, the big Iron Banner revamp. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited for Iron Banner to come back and have this giant revamp? Are you excited to jump into some Rift Iron Banner? Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you did enjoy this video. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.